Namaskar and welcome to Sansad TV. I am Rajiv Kumar Singh and you are watching House Highlights. The program encapsulates the day's proceedings of both the Houses of Parliament, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Before we move into the details of the proceedings, let us take a quick look at the headlines. Discussion begins in the Lok Sabha on the first batch of supplementary demands for grants for 2025-26. The ruling party states that the past 11 years have witnessed unprecedented growth in various sectors, including defense exports and education. Opposition, however, raises questions about the state of the economy and the credibility of the growth figures. Crop production in the country has increased by 44% over the past 10 years, says Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Chauhan responding to a question in the Rajya Sabha. Government working on a 6-point strategy, including improvement of seeds, modern technology and better agricultural practices, stresses Chauhan. And the former Lok Sabha Speaker and Union Home Minister Shivraj Patil passes away at 90. Tributes paid in both Houses of Parliament, martyrs of the attack on Parliament on December 13, 2001, also remembered. We now proceed to the highlights of Day 10 of the winter session in the Lok Sabha. When the House reassembled at 11 a.m., Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla informed the House about the demise of former Lok Sabha Speaker Shivraj Patil. Shivraj Patil had served as a member of the House from Maharashtra's Latur parliamentary constituency for 7 consecutive terms. Shivraj Patil also held key responsibilities in the union government as Home Minister and had served as the Governor of Punjab and Rajasthan. The House also paid tributes to the martyrs of the 13th December 2001 Parliament attack. Members observed silence as a mark of respect to the former Lok Sabha Speaker and the brave security personnel.
मुझे अत्यंत दुख के साथ आपको लोकसभा के पूर्व अध्यक्ष श्री शिवराज वी पाटिल जी के निधन के बारे में सूचित करना है। श्री शिवराज वी पाटिल जी महाराष्ट्र के लातूर संसदीय निर्वाचन क्षेत्र से 7वीं से 13वीं लोकसभा तक 7 कार्यकाल के लिए लोकसभा के सदस्य रहे। श्री पाटिल जी ने 1990 से 1991 तक लोकसभा के उपाध्यक्ष तथा 1991 से 1996 तक लोकसभा अध्यक्ष के रूप में अपनी सेवाएं दी। लोकसभा अध्यक्ष के रूप में श्री शिवराज पाटिल जी का उच्च कोटि की संसदीय मर्यादाओं के निर्माण में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान रहा। शिवराज जी पाटिल जी का 12 दिसंबर 2025 को महाराष्ट्र के लातूर में 90 वर्ष की आयु में निधन हो गया है। ये सभा शिवराज वी पाटिल जी के निधन पर गहरा शोक व्यक्त करती है तथा शोक संतप्त परिवारों के प्रति अपनी संवेदना व्यक्त करती है। माननीय सदस्यगण, कल दिनांक 13 दिसंबर को हमारे संसद भवन पर वर्ष 2001 में कायरतापुर हमले के 24 वर्ष पूर्ण हो रहे हैं। इस दिन आतंकवादियों ने हमारे लोकतंत्र के पवित्रतम स्थल तथा भारत की संसद पर हमला किया था। संसद भवन की सुरक्षा में तैनात हमारे वीर सुरक्षा बलों द्वारा इस हमले को सफलतापूर्ण नाकाम कर दिया था। आतंकवादियों के उस हमले को बहादुरी से सामना करते हुए संसद सुरक्षा सेवा, दिल्ली पुलिस और केंद्रीय रिजर्व पुलिस के 8 सुरक्षा कर्मियों ने अपना सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिया था। इस आतंकवादी हमले में CPWD के एक कर्मचारी भी शहीद हुए थे। ये सभा 13 दिसंबर 2001 के आतंकवादी हमले में संसद भवन की रक्षा करते हुए वीर गति को प्राप्त सभी अमर शहीदों को अपनी विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करती हैं एवं उनके परिवारों के प्रति अपनी गहरी संवेदना व्यक्त करती है। इस अवसर पर हम आतंकवाद का मुकाबला करने और अपनी मातृभूमि की एकता, अखंडता और संप्रभुता की रक्षा करने में अपने अटल संकल्प को दोहराते हैं। अब ये सभा पूर्व लोकसभा अध्यक्ष श्री शिवराज पाटिल जी एवं संसद भवन पर हुए हमले में दिवंगत आत्माओं के सम्मान में कुछ देर मौन रहेगी।
After paying homage, the House was adjourned till 12 noon as a mark of respect for the former Speaker. When the lower house reassembled, important papers related to the ministries and departments got tabled. The documents tabled on Friday consisted of those from the Ministry of Law and Justice, Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Ministry of Defence and Ministry of Steel. Nishikant Dubey tabled statements of Standing Committee on Communications and Information Technology. The tabled statements concerned demands for grants. He was followed by Magunta Srinivasalu Reddy, who tabled a report of Standing Committee on Housing and Urban Affairs, which concerned review of Atal Mission of Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, Amrit. Later, statements of Standing Committee on Social Justice and Empowerment was tabled by Bhaskar Murlidhar Bhagare. The statement concerned reports on demands for grants of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and Ministry of Minority Affairs. Himadri Singh tabled reports of Standing Committee on Science and Technology, Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The reports she tabled concerned air pollution, water pollution, CSIR, Central Scientific Instruments Organization, Tata Memorial Center, Bhabha Atomic Research Center and Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited. 3 ministers made statements in the House on Friday on issues related to their ministries. Pratap Rao Jadhav, MOS for Ayush, made a statement regarding review of National Ayush Mission. He was followed by Bhupati Raju Srinivasa Verma, who made a statement regarding implementation of recommendations contained in the 8th report of the Standing Committee on Coal, Mines and Steel 2024-25 on steel scrap recycling policy. Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers J.P. Nadda then made a statement. His statement was regarding withdrawal from the Contingency Fund of India to meet essential payment obligations related to import of urea. Member Tejasvi Surya moved a motion requesting a time extension for the report of the Select Committee on the Jan Vishwas Amendment of Provisions Bill 2025. The House took a voice vote and passed the motion. During 0 hour, the chair permitted the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, to raise his concerns regarding pollution in the National Capital Region. Responding to the issue, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs Kiren Rijiju stated that the government too was concerned, and since the matter had also been raised in the Business Advisory Committee, it was working out the modalities for holding a debate on the issue in Parliament.
Leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi ji, has made a statement in the form of suggestion. The member of the Congress party in the Business Advisory Committee had also raised this issue and some other parties, and from the government side also. And government from the day one had made our position very clear that on all important matters, government is ready to discuss and also to find out solutions, taking along the suggestions from all the members, including the principal opposition party led by Rahul Gandhi ji. So the matter was placed in the Business Advisory Committee as we had discussed about the election reforms, including the special intensive revision. Under the various laws, various rules, we will see how we will take up this discussion. But we will, The matter
Parliamentary
was brought
Affairs
in the
Minister.
BSc, so
if
let
he
us
is
take
responding
this
on
back to BSc.
during 0 hour, you can understand.
Government is ready to discuss.
No, you can understand. No, just wait.
Government is always prepared to have discussion under any rule, but only what the point I want to make is, since the matter was brought in the BSc, we will come back and let us see how we can structure the discussion into, and then we are ready to take up this matter.
Members from across the political spectrum raised issues concerning their regions and constituencies during the 0 hour. Some of the issues highlighted included challenges faced by the fishing community in coastal Andhra Pradesh, a decline in tourism due to law and order concerns in Karnataka, and reports of Hindus being disallowed from performing rituals in a temple in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, despite court orders. Let us listen in.
Intrusions of mechanized steel boats from Puducherry and Tamil Nadu, which enter Andhra Pradesh waters, destroy nets worth lakhs, seize their catch, and cause frequent conflicts resulting in severe financial loss and insecurity for traditional fishermen of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, because of these pressures, many of our traditional fishermen now aspire to shift towards deep sea fishing, where they can operate safely and productively. But current subsidy framework under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana makes this transition extremely difficult. The unit cost of deep sea vessel is 120 lakhs, with a subsidy of 72 lakhs for SC and ST fishermen and only 48 lakhs for OBC fishermen. For most traditional families, this cost is
the complete failing of the law and order in our state of Karnataka. We've had incidents where police stations have been attacked and it's gone unchecked. We've had incidents where, multiple incidents where there has been stone pelting on Ganesha processions. And of course, there has been a big drug bust that happened in my own city with an MDA manufacturing incident, which not even our state police, but outside of state police came and uncovered. So this is now having a direct impact on local economies, particularly in Hampi, which of course is our cultural center and what we draw of inspiration today for the entirety of Karnataka's heritage. So an alarming decline of nearly 80% in foreign tourists in Hampi over the last year has caused serious harm to local businesses there.
I want to raise a very important issue where one state in India has become a symbol of anti-Sanatan Dharma. Their ministers are making statements. against Sanatan Dharma. They objected when Prime Minister was doing his duty for the Ram temple. At that time, the temple doors were shut. People were forced to approach the court to reach the temple. Even now, sir, the Madurai bench of Madras High Court came down strongly on the Tamil Nadu government, accusing officials of deliberately ignoring its order on lighting the Kartigai Deepam lamp at the Madurai's Thiruparankundaram temple. Sir, there are lathis for the devotees. Hindus are lathi charged. Despite the court order, they are not allowed. Despite the court order, they are not allowed to light the lamp, sir. Sir, my issue is, if there is the Stalin Sarkar, their court came down heavily, they slammed the Stalin Sarkar.
I
would like to put it on record.
To your party
the
member
police
also.
is acting in this
I have
manner.
given an opportunity
Why the
to
Hindus
your
are
party
stopped?
member also.
Sir,
He was allowed to
Justice
raise.
G.R. Swaminathan did not mince words.
You can't
He
stop.
said the state has shown willful disobedience of the order, and contempt has been committed, sir.
If I have given a permission,
Sir, the order has been breached, sir. Sir, the order has been breached. The contempt has been committed.
After the House reassembled after an adjournment, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman moved for the introduction of the Appropriation No. 4 Bill 2025.
I rise to move for leave to introduce a bill to authorize payment and appropriation of certain further sums from and out of the Consolidated Fund of India for the services of the financial year 25-26.
Later, the House discussed on the supplementary demands for grants, first batch for 2025-26. Two members, Deependra Hooda from the Congress and Jagdambika Pal from the BJP, could take part in the discussion during the time allotted from the chair. Let us listen to what Jagdambika Pal had to say during the discussion.
आज दुनिया के जो चार बड़े देश हैं, यूएसए, चाइना, रसिया, अगर रसिया 1.1 है, चाइना 5.2 है, यूएसए 3.8 है, तो भारत का जीडीपी 8.2% है. इसके लिए मैं नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व की सराहना करता हूं. और ये क्वार्टर 2 फाइनेंशियल ईयर 26 का जो 8% है. और मैं कह रहा हूं कि आज ये जो सप्लीमेंट्री डिमांड फॉर ग्रांट्स है, ये इसलिए कि इसका कारण है कि आज हमने इसमें कठोर वित्तीय अनुशासन किया है और समावेशी विकास को किया है.
It being Friday, the House also took up private members' business in the afternoon. The Lok Sabha further discussed appropriate measures to regulate airfare in the country. Members from different parties took part in the discussion. After the assurance by Civil Aviation Minister, the resolutions were withdrawn. Let us listen to a portion of the reply by the Civil Aviation Minister.
The idea still remains that if the civil aviation network, the aviation sector, if it needs to grow, the first and foremost thing is to keep it deregulated so that the competition survives, more players can come in. Madam, and coming back to the whole deregulation aspect, even though I am saying that the market is deregulated, let me also come to the fact that according to the Aircraft Act that we have right now, there is power with the central government that in extraordinary circumstances, when there is a possibility that there is a misuse of the air tariff deregulation that we have set up, then there is the power with the central government to interfere and set things right, to cap the fares so that the passenger does not experience opportunistic pricing at that point of time.
Let us now take a look at the key highlights from the 10th day of the winter session in the Rajya Sabha. On commencement of the upper house on Friday, tributes were paid to the martyrs who lost their lives in the attack on Parliament on December 13, 2001.
Honorable members, tomorrow the 13th of December 2025 is the 24th anniversary of the tragic terrorist attack on Parliament House that took place on 13th December 2001. On that dark day, when the very symbol of our democracy, the Bharatiya Sansad, was targeted by forces bent on destroying the foundations of our nation. It was the fearless courage and prompt action of our valiant security personnel that foiled the sinister design. We lost several brave hearts who stood unflinchingly between the attackers and this temple of democracy, displaying exceptional gallantry in the face of mortal danger. Honorable members, let us pause to remember and pay our respectable tribute to those courageous souls who sacrificed their lives on that sorrowful day. Their devotion to the duty and selfless valor continue to inspire every one of us. It is our sacred responsibility to carry forward the democratic ideals for which they lay down their lives. I request members to rise in their place and observe silence as a mark of respect to the memory of those who lost their lives in that terror attack.
Following the tributes, the chairman instructed for the process of tabling of papers related to various ministries. However, as no cabinet minister was present in the House at that time, the opposition raised an objection, leading to a 10-minute adjournment. When the session resumed, documents pertaining to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare were laid on the table. Papers from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, the Ministry of Heavy Industries, the Ministry of Steel, and the Ministry of Textiles were also presented. Subsequently, reports of the department-related parliamentary standing committees on science and technology, environment, forests and climate change were tabled. In addition, reports from the standing committees on communications and information technology, housing and urban affairs and social justice and empowerment were presented. The House then considered a proposal for election of a member to the Central Silk Board from the Rajya Sabha, which was adopted by voice vote. Furthermore, statements from ministers were laid on the table of the House. The Rajya Sabha paid heartfelt tribute to former Rajya Sabha member Shivraj Patil. Members observed moments of silence as a mark of respect. Shivraj Patil passed away early on Friday.
I refer with profound sorrow to the passing away of Sri Shivraj Vishwanath Patil ji, a former member of this House who passed away today, the 12th of December 2025 at the age of 90 years. Sri Patil ji served as the member of the Rajya Sabha representing the state of Maharashtra from 2004 to 2010. Born on 12th October 1935, Sri Patil ji was an eminent public figure who held several important constitutional and parliamentary positions during his long and distinguished career. He served as the 10th Speaker of Lok Sabha and later as the Union Minister of Home Affairs. He also served as the Governor of Punjab and the Administrator of Union Territory of Chandigarh. A dignified and soft-spoken statesman, Sri Patil ji was widely respected for his deep understanding of parliamentary procedure, his unwavering commitment to democratic values, and his calm and measured approach to public life. His contributions to the proceedings of this House and to the nation's governance remain noteworthy. In the passing away of Shriman Shivraj Vishwanath Patil ji, the country has lost an experienced statesman, an able administrator, and a respected parliamentarian. We deeply mourn the passing away of Sri Shivraj Vishwanath Patil ji. I request members to rise in their place and observe silence as the mark of respect to the memory of the departed.
In response to a supplementary question regarding availability of MSP for farmers, Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, informed the Rajya Sabha that the government is adopting a 6-point strategy to increase farmers' income and ensure fair prices for their crops.
कि देश के समग्र विकास के साथ साथ कृषि में किसानों की आय बढ़ाने के लिए और कृषि के समग्र विकास के लिए भी लगातार प्रयत्न किए जा रहे हैं। माननीय सभापति महोदय, प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमारी 6 सूत्रीय रणनीति है। नंबर 1, उत्पादन बढ़ाना। पर हेक्टर उत्पादन कैसे बढ़े, और मुझे बताते हुए खुशी है कि 2014 के बाद 2024 तक माननीय सभापति महोदय 44% उत्पादन बढ़ा है। 44%, जो अपने आप में एक रिकॉर्ड है। और वो उत्पादन बढ़े, इसके लिए नए बीज, नई टेक्नोलॉजी, नई कृषि पद्धति, सबका उपयोग हो रहा है। दूसरा, माननीय सभापति महोदय, उत्पादन की लागत घटाने का मैं निवेदन करना चाहता हूं। अकेले फर्टिलाइजर सब्सिडी लगभग 2 लाख करोड़ मोदी सरकार दे रही है किसानों को। प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि छोटे किसानों के लिए वरदान बन गई है। लगभग 4,09,000 करोड़ रुपया प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि के रूप में किसानों के खातों में अंतरित किया गया है। अकेली फसल बीमा योजना के अंतर्गत 1,90,000 करोड़ रुपए की राशि किसानों के खाते में डाली गई है। और कम ब्याज पर कर्जा मिले किसानों को खेती के लिए, इसके लिए केसीसी पर 15 लाख करोड़ रुपए का लोन देने का चमत्कार भी मोदी सरकार ने ही किया है। प्रधानमंत्री किसान मानधन योजना 60 साल की उम्र के बाद अगर कोई किसान उसमें शामिल होता है तो फिर पेंशन की गारंटी भी देती है। हमारी मैकेनाइजेशन की योजना, हमारी हार्टिकल्चर की योजना, प्राकृतिक खेती का मिशन, कृषि वानिकी की योजना, बांस मिशन, पर्ल ड्रॉप, मोर क्रॉप, एक नहीं अनेकों प्रयत्न किए जा रहे हैं जिससे किसानों की आय निश्चित तौर पर बढ़ रही है। हाँ, कभी कभी समस्या आती है माननीय सभापति महोदय, सूखे से, वर्षा से, बाढ़ से, अतिवृष्टि से, पाले से किसान की फसलें कई बार तबाह और बर्बाद हो जाती है। तो वैसे समय के लिए भी फसल बीमा योजना किसान के लिए वरदान बन के खड़ी है। मैं श्रद्धेय संत जी से यह निवेदन जरूर करना चाहूँगा कि पंजाब सरकार ने अब तक प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना को अपने यहाँ लागू नहीं किया है। अगर ये योजना पंजाब में इस समय लागू होती तो अभी जो बाढ़ के कारण पंजाब में व्यापक नुकसान हुआ है उससे किसानों को और सुरक्षा मिलती।
The government informed the Rajya Sabha that One District, One Product is an initiative of the Government of India through which a unique product from each district is selected with the aim of branding, promoting and ensuring its reach to international markets.
डीओपी में मैं बताना चाहता हूं आपके माध्यम से सदन को, ये एक स्कीम नहीं है, केंद्र सरकार का इनिशिएटिव और ये बहुत महत्वाकांक्षी और बहुत सफल परियोजना हुई कि ये ओडीओपी के तहत प्रत्येक जनपद में भारत के एक ऐसा व्यवस्था बनी जहां जनपदों को भी पहचान मिली, प्रोडक्ट को भी ब्रांड आइडेंटिटी मिली। और जैसे कि मैं कह सकता हूं, एक ज़माने में बनारस में सिर्फ सिल्क साड़ी की बात होती थी, मगर आज वो सिल्क ओडीओपी योजना की वजह से उनके कुशन भी बन रहे हैं, उनके कपड़े भी बन रहे हैं, उनके तमाम ऐसी चीज़ें हो रही हैं। तो ब्रांड आइडेंटिटी और तमाम ऐसे ऐसे बड़े ब्रांड्स हैं जो ओडीओपी का ठप्पा लगाते हैं। आज बहुत से लोग फैब इंडिया के कपड़े पहनते हैं और जो ओडीओपी का प्रोडक्ट होता है उस पर उसका ठप्पा लगता है, उस ज़िले का नाम, उस प्रदेश का नाम। जहाँ तक महाराष्ट्र का सवाल है, ये स्कीम यही है कि ये सेलेक्ट करती है प्रत्येक ज़िले में प्रोडक्ट को, उसको ब्रांड देती है, उसको आइडेंटिटी देती है और उसको फिर प्रमोशन करती है। तमाम ये केंद्र सरकार का ये दायित्व है, मगर प्रदेश सरकारों ने भी इसमें बड़ी भूमिका निभाई है और उन्होंने प्रदेश सरकारों ने फाइनेंशियल इंसेंटिव्स भी दिए हैं। ट्रेड फेयर्स में कम दरों पे स्टॉल्स उपलब्ध कराना, फ्रेट जो ये आना जाना होता है विदेशों में या विभिन्न शहरों में भारत के अंदर, उसमें सुविधा देना, तमाम ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, क्रेडिट देना लोगों को जो इस दिशा में काम करते हैं।
In the Rajya Sabha, nominated member Sudha Murthy presented a private member's resolution. It proposes the inclusion of a new article 21B in the Constitution to ensure the healthy development of young children. The resolution is linked to providing nutrition, healthcare services and free and compulsory pre-primary education for all children aged 3 to 6 years across the country. During the discussion, members emphasized that developed human resources are the foundation of a developed India, and therefore attention to the mental and physical development of young children is crucial. That's all we have in this episode of House Highlights. Keep watching Sansad TV for all the latest on the proceedings in the Parliament. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
संसद टीवी के और भी प्रोग्राम्स देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा YouTube चैनल और हाँ, इन्हें लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।